Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and the integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution.
संविधान का है तू ही शिल्पकार, तू ही शिल्पकार, तू ही शिल्पकार। तूने ही सिखाया है समानता का सार, समानता का सार, समानता का सार। राष्ट्र संविधान का है तू ही शिल्पकार, तूने ही सिखाया है समानता का सार। अपनी कलम से की है देश रचना, एक एक शब्द तेरा भीम गर्जना। साहिब मेरे साहिब मेरे भीमराव, साहिब मेरे।
I'm Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. I'm the father of the Indian Constitution. Now, let us know the preamble of our Constitution. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution. Thank you.
साहिब मेरे भीमराव, साहिब मेरे भीमराव, साहिब मेरे
Jawaharlal Nehru, fourth Prime Minister of India, led the process of building new institutions of democratic governance, a new culture of parliamentary democracy, also a new policy platform for the reconstruction of a poor and backward economy wholly incapable of meeting the aspirations of a newly liberated nation. He was also the paramount guide to establishing independent India's relations with the rest of the world on the principles of peace and universal brotherhood, because of which India's prestige in the Committee of Nations rose enormously. All this earned him the honorific of Architect of Modern India.
Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad was elected to the Constituent Assembly from United Provinces. He was a freedom fighter, poet, and the first education minister of independent India. He believed that Hindustani should be India's national language. He was member of 5 different committees and actively intervened in the issues of national language and education. He was a very active leader of the Indian independence movement.
Sarojini Naidu is known as the Nightingale of India or Bharatiya Kokila. She played an important role in India's freedom struggle and also promoted women's rights. She was born on 13th February 1879. She was a member of the Fundamental Rights Subcommittee, the Advisory Committee, and the Provincial Constitutional Committee in the Constituent Assembly. She fitted right in with the other women. Sarojini Naidu introduced her to Gandhi and the Indian women's freedom movement when the two met in London in nearly 1920.
Durga Bai was elected to the Constituent Assembly from the Madras province. She made several key interventions on issues that include the national language, judicial independence, and human trafficking. She was the first chairperson of the National Council on Women's Education, established by the Government of India in 1958. In 1959, the committee presented its recommendations as follows. The centre and state government should give priority to the education of girls. She was the part of the key national organizations like the Central Social Welfare Board and the National Council for Women's Education. She was also a member of the Planning Commission. In 1958, she headed the National Committee on Girls and Women's Education.